Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Give it to Mataji. Mataji, you sing.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. 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 Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nityai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nityai Gora Hari Bol. Nityai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nityai Gora Hari Bol. Gaur Paramanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories. You're going. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming, Hare Krishna. Jaya Krishna Jaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming. Okay? Come and sit there now. We're going to read Bhagavad Gita. We take we'll see if there's the Bhagavad Gita there. No? Take one from the book table. One just for yourself. Or maybe bring two. Maybe somebody else wants. We're reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 4. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Bala Pravadantina Panditaha Ekam Apyastita Samyak Ubayur Vindate Palam. Okay, you keep this for yourself. Give if some Mataji wants that, you keep for yourself. Give it to Mataji. You come and sit there. Sit in front. Just sit there. Okay, it's chapter 5, verse 4. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Bala Pravadantina Panditaha Ekam Apyashtita Samyak Ubayur Vindate Palam. Now, I'll go line by line. Did you find it? Chapter 5. Chapter 5, verse 4. Yeah? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chapter 5. Chapter 5. Alicia. No, chapter 5. Well, it is around 250, 260. Huh? It says on top of the page, gives you the chapter. It's 5-4. Did you find? Mataji, did you find? Well, different books are different pages. So if you find chapter 5, 5-4. Text 4, yes. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Bala. Would you like to repeat? Yeah? Okay. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Bala Pravadantina Panditaha Ekam Apyashtita Samyak Ubayur Vindate Palam. Did you find it? All right, get it on. Very good. Would you like to read, Mataji, the verse? You can. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll read word by word. Sankhya, analytical study of the material world. Yoga, work in devotional service. Pritak, different. Bala, the less intelligent. Pravadanti, say. Na, never. Pandita, the learned. Ekam, in one. Api, even. Astitaha, being situated, samyak, complete, ubayoho, of both, vindate, enjoys, palam, the result. Translation. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. Let's repeat. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, Jaya, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The aim of the analytical study of the material world is to find the soul of existence. The soul of the material world is Vishnu, or the super soul. Devotional service to the Lord entails service to the super soul. One process is to find the root of the tree, and the other is to water the tree, water the root. The real student of Sankhya philosophy finds the root of the material world, Vishnu, and then, in perfect knowledge, engages himself in the service of the Lord. Therefore, in essence, there is no difference between the two because the aim of both is Vishnu. Those who do not know the ultimate end say that the purposes of Sankhya and Karma Yoga are not the same. But one who is learned knows the unifying aim in these different processes. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakhanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Bala Pravadantina Panditaha Ekam Apyashtita Samyak Upayur Vindate Palam. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the result of both. Okay, here Krishna is telling us about Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga. Why he's saying that? And he's saying that the aim and the result of both Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga are the same. Why Krishna is saying this? Because in the beginning of chapter 5, Arjuna is asking Krishna, he says, "Oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?" So, Arjuna wants a definite answer from Krishna. Which one to do? Should he do Sankhya Yoga or Karma Yoga? Now, what is Sankhya Yoga? Chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, the English title of it is Contents of the Gita Summarized, which is true. It's basically a summary of all Bhagavad Gita. But the Sanskrit title of chapter 2 is actually Sankhya Yoga. Because most of the chapter 2, actually the beginning, almost the first 30 verses of chapter 2, Krishna is explaining to Arjuna about Sankhya Yoga. Then briefly, he explains about Karma Yoga, and then some other subjects which is covered in Bhagavad Gita. But the main subject of chapter 2 is Sankhya Yoga. Now, do you know what is Sankhya Yoga? Sankhya Yoga? Okay, that's fine. Well, Sankhya, the word Sankhya means empirical, means analyzing. Literally meaning of Sankhya means numbers. But normally things are analyzed, through numbers and through data. Yes? So maybe the better translation of Jai Radha Gokulananda ki jaya, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jaya, Gauranitai ki jaya. Maybe the better meaning for Sankhya is data. And whatever is, and basically most of the, anything you want to analyze, you need to have some data. So basically, like here Prabhupada just briefly mentions in today's purport, he says the aim of analytical study of the material world is to find the soul of existence. So material world is analyzed through Sankhya. But Prabhupada is saying, the aim of it is not like, well, many scientists, they do analyze, the material world. But their conclusion, they come to the conclusion that everything is by chance. And kind of certain circumstances for life to come to the material world, there are certain circumstances has to be ready in order life comes. But through Vedic literature, through Bhagavad Gita, we learn that, like Prabhupada says, we need to find the soul of the material. What is the soul of the material? And also, for us also, if to find the aim of Sankhya yoga is to find our soul, the individual soul, and the supreme soul. So we, our body is all made of matter, but the life and existence of it is through the soul. It's the same with the material world. The whole material world is all made of matter, but it functions, because of the supreme soul, because of the super soul in the material world, which is Vishnu. So, so that's and in chapter 2, basically the first 30 chapters, and it's in fact is the Krishna starts talking about the soul because Arjuna in chapter 1 is basically Arjuna talking, and he's very depressed and he doesn't want to fight, and brings so many reasons, and Krishna starts by giving him some basis, the ABC of spiritual knowledge, that what is our real self? Is it this body that we have? Whether how it looks, what it does, the nationality we have, the name we have, the qualifications we have, the family we have. Is it our real self, or is there more to it? And the conclusion of chapter 2 is that we are not the body. The body is all matter and is temporary. Once we die, the body dies. But there is something else about us, and that is the soul. And it goes through, explains very extensively about the soul in order to show Arjuna that okay, you're concerned about yourself, concerned about your family, relatives and all that, but actually, nobody dies. The body would die, but eventually nobody dies. And this is, as I said, is the basis of spiritual knowledge. It's the ABC. We need to understand that, at least theoretically, and then also understand, okay, we are the body, we are not the body, we are the spirit soul, but so what? What is, but then the continuation of that is that we are a small soul, and we are part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. And but in the material world, we have been separated from the Supreme Soul. So what the aim of our life should be to reconnect with the Supreme Soul. And that's basically the meaning. You all have heard the word yoga. Yes? Means connection, link. So basically, people who really want, they're searching, what is this life all about? What is this existence all about? Why do we come? Where do we go after that? All that. So basically, Bhagavad Gita gives us the answer that the aim of this life, the material life, should be to reconnect with our original Father, with the Supreme Soul. So hence there are these different type of yogas. You hear about karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga. Here we have Sankhya yoga. And then, what is the last one that we practice here? Bhakti yoga, yes. So there are all these different types of yogas, and actually, Bhagavad Gita teaches us about all of them. So chapter 2 was teaching us about Sankhya Yoga. And then chapter 3 is teaching us about Karma Yoga. And then, so Sankhya Yoga is basically, as I said, is about, analyzing, just sitting and doing, studying and analyzing. And then Karma Yoga is more about action, activity. Doing our duties, but not expecting any fruit from what we do. So first, Krishna is telling Arjuna, okay, about Sankhya Yoga. Study this, understand that you're not the body, you're a spirit soul. This is so important, and and it's possible to everybody can if you analyze, you can really understand it. And then in chapter 3, he starts talking about, okay, first you understood that you are the soul, and you are part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, but you are a soldier, you are Kshatriya, you have to do your duty. You can't just give up fighting and go to the forest. You have to do your duty and fight. And then Arjuna is saying, okay, so which one to do? First you're telling me, like it says in the first verse of this chapter, he says, first, you tell me to renounce work and, analyze and study and, understand that, you are the soul, you're not the body. And then you're saying, you recommend work with devotion. Work, do your duty, but do it for me, expect no fruits. And so basically he's saying, I'm confused. He says, now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial? So he wants a definite answer from Krishna that, okay, which one should I do? He has accepted Krishna as his guru, as his spiritual master, as his guide. And he's telling me, I'll do whatever you tell me, but don't confuse me. Don't do the, first you say, do, analytical study, and then you tell me work without any fruitive results, but tell me which one to do, I'll do it. But so here Krishna is telling Arjuna, well, actually, there is no difference between these two, even though seemingly it seems that they are different, because one is all about studying and analyzing, the other one is all about action. So seemingly it's different, but he actually, Krishna is quite he is saying that those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well, he says only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of material world. So basically, he's telling Arjuna that if he thinks they are different and he has to choose one of them, then he is ignorant. He's very straightforward with Arjuna and basically with us. Because Arjuna is a pure devotee of Krishna. He knows all of these, but he is playing the role of a conditioned soul, of an ignorant soul like us. These would be the questions that we all have. But Krishna is saying that we have to act. If you don't understand that these two are the same, then we haven't really understood the teachings of Gita. And so in other verses, later, he explains more about this. But in today's purport, Prabhupada gives us a hint that the aim of the two, the process may be different, but both process, the aim, what is the aim? Is basically to understand, connect with the Supreme Soul. Yes. But through Sankhya, through analytical study, first we understand that we are not the body, we are the soul, but we are a small soul, we are part and parcel of the Supreme Soul. And then, but through karma, through devotional service, through activities, actions, without expecting any result, then we connect with the Supreme Soul. So, how do you think this happens? How could we connect? Think about it. I just go through what Prabhupada says in the purport a little bit more. So he says that actually one of them, he gives the analogy of the tree. He says, Sankhya Yoga is like finding the root of the tree. And devotional service is like watering the root. So both the focus is on the root. How the whole world came to existence. Who is in charge? Who is in control? Right? So finding the root. But then finding the root is good. We understand, like here Prabhupada says, Vishnu, the Supreme Soul, the Super Soul, that's the soul of the existence. The whole world is without Lord Vishnu, without the Supreme Soul, without the Super Soul, none of these things would happen. It would be just matter. If it's just like this, matter. This has no soul, right? But everything we are functioning, the whole material world, all the living beings, from trees to animals to small living beings to big ones, they're all functioning because there is a soul. And the whole universe, the planets, all the movements of the whole of the planets, of the whole world is just because the super soul is there and is basically giving directions. So through Sankhya Yoga, they come to this conclusion. But then, okay, we find the root, right? But Prabhupada says devotional service is watering the root. So basically giving, making the connection. Prabhupada says the student of Sankhya Yoga finds the root of material world, Vishnu, and then in perfect knowledge engages himself in the service of the Lord. So watering the root is serving. You're serving the root, right? So, so in that sense, what is Prabhupada is confirming, what Krishna is saying, that both of them, both Sankhya and devotional service, the focus is on the Lord. First one is to find Him. Second one is to serve Him. And it's this service which connects us with the Supreme Lord. It's like, you have, you're, let's say you're looking for a person, right? And eventually you find that person. But just finding the person is well, it's good. You found and you have made some connection, but it's when you do activities with that person, when you serve this person, then you know, the real connection happens. So through Sankhya, we find the Lord. Through devotional service, we make relationship with the Lord. So in this sense, first, Krishna is saying, well, it's not this or the other. It's actually go hand in hand together. And in one sense, we get to we through devotional service, actually we get to know more and more about the Lord. So I'll read the purport more. Those who do not know the ultimate end say that the purpose of Sankhya and Karma Yoga are not the same. But one who is learned knows the unifying aim in these different processes. So both of them bring us more and more to learn and understand about the root, the controller, the father, of the whole universe and us. So it's 5 to 7. You want to say anything more? Or you want to add anything to this, or you have any questions? Prabhupada says, well, Bhagavad Gita is one of the main books that we read here. In the morning, we read Srimad Bhagavatam. In the evening, we read Bhagavad Gita. But and Bhagavad Gita is like the the start of our spiritual journey is with Bhagavad Gita, is the ABC of spiritual knowledge. But so it's very important to read it regularly, seriously, try really to understand it. If for any reasons you have no time, chapter 2 is the most important chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So please study chapter 2. It says this is the most important chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and as Lord Krishna condenses the teachings of entire Gita in this chapter. It is the essence of entire Gita. So really try to understand that. If again, for whatever reason, you have no time to read chapter 2, just read the first 30 verses of chapter 2, which again, it teaches us about the main subject, that we're not the body, we are a spirit soul. But anyway, the practice we do as bhakti yogis is chanting the Maha Mantra. You know about the Maha Mantra? Let's say it together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is basically first we accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord, but then this chanting is one of the devotional services that we do. Well, actually, it covers two of them, Shravanam and Kirtanam. So we hear Lord's names and we also speak it. There are three names in the Maha Mantra: Hare, Krishna, and Rama. Hare, do you know the meaning of Hare? Well, you know the meaning? Is another name of Radha, the internal energy of the Lord. Is basically is the energy, the spiritual energy of the Lord. Krishna, do you know the meaning of Krishna? Huh? All attractive, yes. Well, if he is God, he got to be all attractive. And then Rama, you know the meaning of Rama? Well, yes, pleasure, the reservoir of all pleasure. Rama is the source of all pleasure. We all want to be happy. We all want to be happy. We do whatever we do in life is to be happy. But all the happiness we get is just like a second, and it goes away. But if we tap into the source of happiness and pleasure, then everything else we do, it becomes eternal, So just tap in to the source of happiness, Rama, and then life will be perfect. Thank you very much. The curtains are going to open, and we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavad Gita ki jaya.
Shri Radha Gokula Nanda ki, Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gauranitai ki. Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ka Shobha. Jaya Madhu 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 Bhajana Ujjwala Gala Desi Bana Mala Kore Jalamala Siva Sutta Narada Preme Garadara Bhakti Vinoda Keke Kararasapara Jaya Jaya Gaurachande Arati Kasho